I am a huge music freak. I started off making lots of mixtapes, and that's led to me becoming a college DJ for 3 years. And once I left college radio, I missed that experience. Started doing online radio stations, continuing the whole playlist phenomena, and then eventually, of course, podcasts. So it's just been this lifelong flow as my abilities to broadcast playlists have evolved.
Hey, it's Angie Bee, hostess of the Chillcast on Pod Show. The Chillcast features a sexy, sophisticated mix of pod-safe music to start your week off right. Kick back, relax.
Hi, I'm Angie Bee. I'm the singer and lyricist of the Southern California independent musical duo Love Spirals, as well as the hostess and producer of the weekly music podcast and vidcast, The Chillcast with Angie Bee. I've been on the internet since about 94, 95. Started out on AOL and soon left the walled gardens to join the real internet. I learned how to build websites after joining the college radio station KUCI on the UC Irvine campus in, I think, 95. One of the other DJs there was giving a class on HTML, so I took that, and the rest, as they say, is history. I had been interested in podcasting ever since Kevin Rose switched from TV to vidcast, I guess, first, and then podcast. Then, of course, I checked out the Daily Source Code with Adam Curry and just started talking to Ryan about the possibility of us starting a podcast. So when our album Free and Easy was released in 2005, I thought that would be the perfect time to launch a podcast to help promote it. So we did. I think it was in June of 2005 we started the podcast. I was handling all the audio portion of the podcast, and he was handling the technical side, doing the RSS enclosures, and he did that all on our lovespirals.com site, somehow using the Cold Fusion database and whatnot. I'm really not sure because that's more of his forte. I was handling the production side. We're actually using GarageBand to record the podcast.
Plus, that special Angie Bee touch. Adam Curry says I have the sexiest voice in podcasting, and my listeners agree. The Chillcast is your weekly half hour of scheduled downtime. So come check it out at thechillcast.podshow.com.
I use pretty much, well, not everything, but let's go back. Some history. I first joined a music site in, I believe it was 1999. I joined mp3.com and started sharing some of the unreleased Love Spirals material that Ryan and I was working on at the time. I was really proud to finally have joined the band, and we were working on some drum and bass tracks that weren't being released on CD. They were just on white labels, acetates that Ryan was spinning in DJ sets. And so I thought, why not put up some audio online for people to check out? So, they know the band has changed directions somewhat, and what we're doing now. And then, from there, it went on. mp3.com started offering ways to make money online from having music streamed and from selling CDs. So I started adding past music, and then I started collaborating with other musicians from mp3.com. So I started my own page with some of the music I had done with various garage bands before joining up with Ryan, as well as the new music I was working on with people I was meeting online from mp3.com, and was the other one Basonic? There was another site at the time that was popular. Both of them are now defunct. So when mp3.com died, that was really unfortunate because it had really become pretty important to Love Spirals. That was, our major interface with making new fans and keeping old fans updated with audio files. Because at the time, you really couldn't host that many files on your own website without getting into trouble with your service provider. So it was great to have all this free storage space. But anyway, so when it croaked, then we moved to SoundClick, and it's just been crazy ever since, and so many sites have come up. GarageBand was one we joined fairly soon. Of course, we used to be on Friendster, and then we joined MySpace, and we joined Facebook. Let's see, like there's iMeme, Verb, of course, YouTube. Oh my God, there's so many. In fact, if you go to lovespirals.com and you look in the sidebar, you'll see a huge list of all the places. A few other great ones. Pandora has been great, and Last.fm has been great because both of those link over to sales. So it's not only social, but it's good business-wise. Tricky because it really kind of depends on what the site is, what the focus of the site is, and what tools they offer you. Some sites give you more freedom of expression than others. A lot of myself is represented through the music. So if you're listening to the music and you're listening to the lyrics, you get some sense of who I am or who we are. The photographs, they give you one sense. Here I am today in a t-shirt, but I would never really be in a t-shirt in one of my online photos. I always dress up for those. So, you could easily get, you could easily form a different opinion as to who I am.
Hey, it's Angie Bee.
Heck, even the way I talk, because the way I talk on the Chillcast is my DJ voice, whereas when I'm talking with Ryan, I'm using my regular everyday voice. So anyone who takes the time to listen to our podcast has a much better sense of who we are. There's really not a lot of room to express the other sides of yourself other than your musical creativity, and that's fine. People go to listen to music for one experience, they go to a talking podcast for another experience, and they go to a music podcast for yet another experience. They're all really different. And what I found when I started my site, angiebe.com, was I was trying to kind of more, I tried a lot of different things. First I was like, coming across with blogs about like things that I was doing in my personal life and the way I felt about things in my community. And I found that I had very little feedback from people on those entries, whereas I put up a really great music show or a really great interview feature, and I would get tons of responses. But if I was talking about the building of a new breakwater in Seal Beach and how it was affecting the wildlife in the wetlands, nothing. So I think what I determined is that people do not come to angiebe.com for a socio-political discussion. They come to chill out. And in fact, as time has gone on, I've come to be known as the Queen of Chill, which really couldn't be further from the truth, because I'm actually a very passionate person, a very emotional and volatile person. And I really hardly ever find myself just chilling. In fact, I have to make a concerted effort to chill. And I think my program, in one sense, helps me to do that, because I take the time out to just listen to this really soothing music and get into this vibe, this like Zen-like vibe, and I put that across to the people. And that's what they really enjoy from me, and that's fine.
Offers exclusive tracks direct from bands, special half-hour artist features, CD giveaways, and extended DJ mixes, plus that special Angie Bee touch. Adam Curry says I have the sexiest voice in podcasting, and my listeners agree. The Chillcast is your weekly half hour of scheduled downtime. So come check it out at thechillcast.podshow.com.
I didn't really come online to make friends per se. I really came online to express my creativity and to find an audience for that. And it's been fantastic for that. You know, I've probably made a few friends along the way too, but I'm not on the internet really to entertain myself and to, to meet friends. I'm here as a creative person. I think of myself as a content creator rather than a consumer. Second Life was just the obvious next step for me in all that I do. It's one more way to reach into an audience and express my creativity. It's a way to reach out to a whole new community of people that I may not have met elsewhere. And the interesting thing is that the people I've met in Second Life, I now have dealings with in podcasts, in social media. I meet them at events like the New Media Expo. Way, way, way more personal than an email. And it's so immediate. And we can talk to each other using our microphones. And it's magical. I wouldn't say that I'm a very active Second Life community member. I'm a well-known one for whatever reason. I seem to enjoy celebrity when I show up at events. The concert that we did, that was a long time coming. When I first joined Second Life, like 2.5 years ago, my only thought was to figure out how to perform in-game. And at first, all I really did was get music out to DJs so they would play in clubs, and I might show up and dance to it. And it was this fun thing. And the concert thing is more difficult because, first of all, I have to have Ryan there too, obviously. And getting him interested in Second Life was a bit more of a push. It was just like this weird game thing to him. I'm like, no, it's not really a game. It's more like a virtual reality chat room, if you want to call it that, with extra functionality. So I had to do some convincing that it was worth our time and effort. And so when Pod Show Island came forward and expressed interest in putting on a really big event for us, that was what I needed. He's like, yeah, great. And so we linked it up with the release of our most recent album, our third album. We worked it out so that we logged in and did a listening party on the actual day of it coming out. And then we came back, I think it was like 3 days later on Saturday, to do our live concert. And it was great because it was simulcast online, so people that couldn't get, because they could only get like 60 people in the game at a time, like maximum. We had 2 islands linked together, so we were able to maximize our potentiality there. But then we had I think it was like 700 or 900 other people that were listening to an audio feed, and I know a lot of those were in Europe. So it would have taken a lot of concerts for us to play to reach that many people with our music. So it was just a really great use of our time to do one concert and reach all those people. And we can't afford to go to Europe. We don't have big label backing to send us on a tour of Europe. So we could have never gotten a live concert out to them. And then to make it even cooler, we recorded the audio off our mixing board. And we were able to release it as a podcast on Chillin' with Love Spirals, so thousands more people have heard it since then. In fact, you can go and listen to it right now, so it's very cool. But, I pick up things very quickly, and if there's anything that I can't figure out how to do on my own, or that Ryan doesn't know how to do, I just use Google. I can find out so many things from Google. It's amazing. I don't know how I made it through life before Google. the lovespirals.com site, by the way, is right now it's a combination of WordPress and Cold Fusion. It used to be all Cold Fusion, but I kept bugging Ryan saying that we needed to enter the blogosphere, have that connectivity that you get from WordPress or other blog applications. And I think it's been good. It's been good for us to change it over. I don't know if we'll ever go fully into WordPress because our store is built in Cold Fusion.